All right, awesome. Welcome, everyone. It's very great to see everyone joining today. Happy Pride Month. June is Pride Month, if you did not know. We are always so excited during Pride Month, and it is my pleasure to be able to really work with an organization here today who is all about the LGBTQ community and really to promote the rights and just the involvement of the community today. Again, my name is Leanne. I'm from Two Hearts Dance and Yoga. It is my pleasure to be here with you on this beautiful sunny day. I hope if you haven't gotten outside today that you get a chance to. But it's my pleasure to be here today as we offer our Sunday donation class. If you've been with us along the ride, we have chosen a different organization every week, and all of the donations will go directly to that organization. Today, we have chosen William Way LGBTQ Community Center in Philadelphia, and I'm very happy to have Sue here with us today from the William Way Community Center to kind of tell us a little bit more about what you guys are doing, your initiatives, and just everything that's going on this month and throughout the year.
Leanne, thank you so much for the opportunity today. We appreciate your support. My name is Sue Gilday. I'm the co-chair of William Way with my fellow co-chair, Chad Bundrock, who is also with us online. We are in Philadelphia, just right off of Spruce, right off of Broad and Spruce. And we're approaching our 50th year serving the LGBTQ community through programming, arts and culture, and empowerment. We certainly love all of our members as well as our trans, people of color. We're very welcoming to and supportive of the LGBTQ community. So if you have a chance, although our doors are closed, we're continuing to do our programming services. So if you get a chance, please check us out, waygay.org. Follow us on social media. We have a great Facebook presence every week. During the week, we are doing Queering the Quarantine, so talking about LGBTQ history. We have an amazing archives, so please check us out, Instagram, Facebook. And again, we're just thrilled that Leanne is donating the proceeds that she makes today to the center. It's trying times, and we need the support of the community so that we can continue to empower people of all race, genders, colors to be better than they are and to help them to rise up. So again, we thank you for the opportunity and looking forward to getting my downward dog on. Woo woo.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, and congratulations on 50 years. That's such a huge accomplishment, and we're happy to be able to support in any way that we can. And we're happy to see my yoga community here coming together with you all and doing something great on this Sunday morning. So thank you so much for being here. So we're going to go ahead and transition on into our yoga practice today. As always, this is an all-level class, so no need to, be experienced to participate today. We're really here to just kind of find peace and comfort from our homes and to allow yoga to do that for us. So if you will come into a comfortable place, wherever you are, just maybe placing a blanket or a pillow underneath you if you'd like. And really just tuning into your body today. With a lot of things going on around us, you really want to make sure that you take the time to really focus on your wellness, right? So focusing on the things that you can control. We know that we can control our inner self and our just overall wellness and peace during this time. So I encourage you to do so. And we're going to start off. I'm just going to head back to my mat here real quick. Make sure I can see you guys as well. By the time I get the hang of all of this, it will be time to go back into the studio. But we will come on into our mats and really finding comfort. We're going to start off. I hope everyone can hear me. If you can still hear me, just go ahead and put your thumbs up. If you have trouble hearing me throughout, feel free to put a message in the chat and I'll try to adjust. But of course we are in the elements here, so if you hear some background noise, that's why. But we're going to start off with a little bit of a meditation and mantra. So if you would take your comfortable seat wherever you are, and just place one hand on the heart, the other on the belly, giving yourself a chance to kind of settle into where you are. Maybe closing your eyes or looking down the bridge of the nose. But just taking a moment to settle into the present moment. Nice deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale as you really let go. Maybe sigh it out. Inhale nice and big. Exhale, sigh it out. And once more, nice deep breath. Allowing yourself to connect, finding that breath rhythm. Continuing those deep breaths as you find peace and comfort in your breath there. Nice deep breaths, sighing it out, letting it all go. Really tuning into yourself, tuning into your and we'll gently take a peace mantra today, allowing peace to come around us, to really bring light within our beings, and really igniting that peace, letting it reflect and radiate outside of our bodies as well. So as we take our peace mantra today, we'll say it aloud 3 times, and then we will follow that with 3 ohms, okay? So on the inhale, nice deep breath in, exhale, release once more. And we will repeat the following mantra. I release any unrest and replace it with peace. We'll repeat that 3 times. I release any unrest and replace it with peace. I release any unrest and replace it with peace. I release any unrest and replace it with peace. Nice big inhale. Exhale for Om. Om. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Om. Very good. Allowing that vibration to really radiate our inner selves. Allowing that to unite us, bring us together in this universe, and allow the light to follow us wherever we go. Gently starting to flutter the eyes open on the inhale. Let the arms come up nice and big. Maybe the gaze comes up. Exhale to come into heart center. Very good. I invite you to also set your intention for your practice today. So maybe it's something very simple, but maybe it's something that carries you through the rest of your month, through the rest of the season, whatever it is, just setting that intention for yourself and really surrounding it with gratitude. So giving yourself the gratitude for just showing up today, for honoring your wellness, for honoring your peace, and for sharing the light with all of us. Nice big inhale, let the arms rise above you. Exhale, we'll take a gentle twist toward the back of our rooms. So let that twist be nice and tall through the spine, but then allow your gaze to go over your shoulder if that feels good for you. Breathing nice and deep. Find that breath as you twist, knowing that these twists in our bodies create a space of clarity and of peace. So allow your deep breath to carry you there. And then on the inhale, coming back up, rise the arms all the way up to the top again. Let the gaze come up. Exhale to twist to the opposite direction. Feeling the spine nice and tall. Relaxing that back shoulder. Taking a moment to breathe nice and deep. Allowing that clarity to fill your body. And then on the inhale, let the arms come above you. Good. We'll bring the arms down by our sides, feeling the earth to come up to meet you today, knowing that the earth is here to support you. And then bring the hands behind the back. So bringing the hands, maybe turning the fingertips to the back of your room or the front of your room, your choice. And then placing all of your weight in your palms and taking the moment to open the heart here. So really resting the weight in the palms, opening the heart, letting the heart be the highest point. And we know that leading our lives with an open heart will always create more opportunity, more hope, change, all the good things we're looking for come from leading our lives with an open heart. Find that in your physical body, and then allow that open heart to lead you through your life mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually, all the things, so that you can find those places that you're looking for. Take a nice big inhale, exhale, release. Good. Take a moment to kind of shake it out, shake out the upper body for a moment, relax those shoulders, sit up nice and tall. And then we're gonna gently transition, so swinging our feet behind us, coming into tabletop position. So as you enter your tabletop position, allow your transition to be organic, right? So knowing that our transitions throughout our practice should be meant for us, right? So finding what works for you. Root down through the fingertips. Let your hips be over the knees. And on the inhale, let your gaze and your heart shine forward. Drop your belly down for cow. Exhale, look into the belly button for cat. Feel that arch. Inhale, gaze and heart shine forward. Open that heart. Exhale, look into the belly button for cat. And take a few more of these on your own pace, allowing your cat and cow to really speak to your body and your needs. That's what this is all about. And allowing your breath to power your movement so that no movement comes without breath. That's always very important in yoga. It would not be yoga without that, right? Good. Very nice. So coming back to your tabletop position, we'll take our right hand out. As though we're going to give a handshake, straighten and flex into the left leg. Create that nice long energy line. So engage the core. Continue to breathe. Maybe you rise that foot off of the ground. Maybe not, your choice. And then on the inhale, bring everything into your center body. Knee comes into the chest and follows the elbow. Exhale as you reach nice and long. Inhale to create that nice energy. Exhale as you reach nice and long. And then coming back down onto solid ground underneath you, nice and stable. Left hand comes out for a handshake, straighten and flex into the right leg. Maybe the toes come off, maybe not. Feel that nice long energy line through the fingertips and the heel. Breathe. On the inhale, bring everything into your center body, knee and elbow follow. Exhale as you reach nice and long. Inhale, everything comes in. Exhale as you reach, really feeling that energy line, and then coming back down onto the earth underneath you. Good. Very nice. We'll start to make our way to our very first downward facing dog of the day. Very first downward facing dog of the day is usually the hardest, so give yourself that time to transition however you need to. Maybe you start with a plank so that you see where your hands and your feet are, and then push the hips all the way up to the sky. Walk out through the feet. Give yourself that effort and that energy and that patience to walk out through the feet. Put all of your weight into your fingertips, so you're taking the weight out of your wrists. And find some deep breaths here wherever you are. So always making it your own, finding your breath. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale, release. We'll take a look at the hands in front of us and start to tiptoe our feet to our hands at the top of our mat for a forward fold. Allow yourself to drape and hang here. Allow yourself to be easy and loose. Let the head shake yes and no. Find your center. And on the inhale, we're going to start to roll up one vertebrae at a time. The head is the very last thing to come up. Finding our sun salutation for the day. Really saluting the sun because it's giving us some good rays today. On the inhale, starting to roll up one vertebrae at a time up to standing. The hands rise all the way up at the top. Let the gaze come up. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Now taking some of these on your very own time and your very own breath. On the inhale, rolling up one vertebrae at a time, your breath, your intention, rolling up, rising up, reaching up at the top. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Very good. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. This time we'll place our hands onto our mats underneath us. Step the right foot back behind you, coming into a low lunge. Knees over the ankle, so really finding that foundation. Always want to find the foundation before you rise, right? You can't build a house without a good foundation. So finding that in your body as well. And on the inhale, we're going to rise our hearts up to the sky, coming into our first crescent lunge of the day. So in your crescent lunge, continue to stay there and breathe, letting the knee come over the ankle just as we were. Just taking a moment to check in on everyone. Everyone can still hear me and see me, right? All right. Awesome. You guys look wonderful in your crescent lunges. Continuing to breathe there. On the inhale, we'll rise through that front knee. Let that knee straighten. Rising up, reaching up. Exhale to bend through that knee. Inhale to rise all the way up. Exhale as we bend. And then we'll take the arms out to cactus. So let the arms come out about 90 degrees here. We'll take a few side bends, just igniting our core strength. It's there. So finding that for yourself, even if you wobble, knowing that your core is going to help you through all of your practice, finding that solar plexus, that alignment, that fire within, yes. On the inhale, rise the arms all the way up to the sky. Exhale to plant the hands back down onto your mat. We're gonna start to move through our vinyasa flow, but know that you can always meet us in downward dog. You can lower the knees, lower all the way down on the exhale, squeeze those elbows into the body. Inhale to come up to a cobra or baby cobra, wherever feels good for you. And then exhale to push back to downward facing dog. So as I mentioned, you can always take those vinyasas at your own pace, at your own time. You can skip them entirely and meet us in downward dog, really just making it for you, right? Finding what works. Take a nice big inhale wherever you are. Woo, starting to get hot up here. Very good. Take a look at the hands in front of you. We'll start to walk our feet to our hands at the top of our mat once more. Allow yourself to find the groundedness through the feet here first. And when you're ready, start to rise up one vertebrae at a time, saluting the sun. Let the arms come above at the top. Let the gaze look up. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, we'll place the hands back down onto our mat. Step the left foot back behind you this time. So allowing that opposite foot to come back. Knees over the ankle, really finding your foundation before you rise. And when you're ready, rise your heart up to the sky. Find that stability. Maybe it's more stable on this side, maybe it's not. Just observing it for what it is. And then relax those shoulders, relax your face. Yes, 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 relax that face. On the inhale, rise your knee up. Exhale as you bend. Inhale as you rise. Exhale to bend. Inhale, nice and deep, rising tall. Exhale to bend. This time we'll bring our arms out to our sides. Maybe let the arms come all the way out instead of cactus bent. Bring them out. Take your side bends. Noticing if just that subtle change in arms changes your center of gravity. Continue to find that center of gravity wherever you are. Very good, very good. Breathing, breathing deeply, looking good. And then we'll rise up all the way on the inhale, rise up all the way up. Exhale as we place our hands back down onto the earth underneath us and start to make our way to our downward dog. Remember, this is your time. So choose the transitions that work best for you. There's no right or wrong way about it. Just whatever your body wants to do, really. And finding that and being okay with it, right? So finding that downward facing dog. Once you reach your downward facing dog, take 2 big deep breaths, 2 big cleansing breaths. Really inhaling all of that air and then exhale, let it all out. Letting go of that stagnant air inside of our lungs and really refreshing it with nice fresh air. Very good. On the inhale, we'll send our right knee or our right heel up the back. So let that heel shine up to the sky and then step the foot in between the hands. Coming back into your low lunge, knees over the ankle. This time we're going to pivot our back foot and then bring our heel down. So pivoting that back foot, I gotta move this blanket. There we go. Pivoting that back foot, bring the heel down behind you. And when you're ready, arriving at warrior one. So you want your hips to be as square as possible, and I'm just gonna turn toward you so you can see what I'm talking about here. But see, these are not square hips. You really want the hips to be as though you had 2 headlights facing your front of the room, and then that heel is back and down. So maybe stepping that foot out a little bit to the side in order to achieve those square hips. So whatever you need to do to kind of accommodate that for your body, feel free to do it. Take a nice big inhale here. Once you find that place, relax your face. Maybe you smile because it feels great. On the inhale, we'll rise through our front knee. Exhale to bend. as we rise nice and tall. Exhale to bend. And once more, this time we're going to open up to warrior two. So opening the hips to the side of your room this time, knee is still over the ankle. And then let your arms be an expression of your energy. So really allowing them to come out. Look past your middle finger. Find that focus. Find your breath. Breathe. Nice strong warriors looking out past the middle finger. Very nice. Finding that breath. Finding that focus. Allowing yourself to really settle into your warrior two. On the inhale, we'll flip the front palm, reach all the way to the back of your room. So feel that lift. So allow yourself to lift up to the sky, lifting through the heart, but still pushing down through the feet, nice and grounded. Good. Finding that breath. Very nice. Inhale to rise back up, nice strong warrior that you are, nice and stable. Flip that back palm, reach to the front or the sky, extended side angle, your choice here. Really lifting through the side body. Finding that breath, breathing, most important part. Good. On the inhale, rising back up to warrior two, nice strong warrior that you are. Take a nice deep breath here. We'll flip both palms. And on the inhale, rise up through the front knee. Let the arms come above you. Exhale as you bend. Inhale, rise up nice and tall. Exhale to bend. This time, let your gaze follow you. Inhale, rising up. Exhale to bend. Taking 2 or 3 more of these. Allow yourself to really create that space around yourself, that energy. You all look beautiful and wonderful. Continue that nice, good energy that you're spreading throughout your home, within yourself. And then coming back to warrior two, arms, we'll flip the front palm once more. Reach all the way to the back of your room. Exhale to cartwheel the hands down to your mat. Start to move through your flow, your vinyasa. Taking your time, knowing that it's okay to go straight to downward dog. Finding what works for you. And then take a nice big cleansing breath at the back. Nice big inhale. Exhale, release. Let's take one more. Nice big inhale. Exhale as you let it go. This time we'll send the left leg up the back. So let that left heel shine up to the sky. Opposite foot here. Step that foot in between the hands. Remember finding that foundation, knees over the ankle in front, and then spin on the back ball of the foot to bring that back heel down. When you're ready, on the inhale, let your heart rise you up to warrior one. Good. Nice and strong, nice and stable. Finding that breath, finding that focus, relaxing the face, relaxing the shoulders. On the inhale, rise through the front knee, exhale to bend. Looking good, everyone. Inhale as you rise up, exhale to bend. Inhale nice and tall. Exhale to bend. Once more, push the earth away from you, growing taller like we're sprouting through the earth, finding our shape. On the inhale, we're going to open up to warrior two. So opening the hips up toward the side of your room. I'm going to turn around. But remember, we're still on the left leg. So knee is over the ankle, knee is over that left leg. Open those hips. And then let those arms really radiate outward. Look past your middle finger, beyond yourself. Take a nice deep breath here. Nice strong warrior. Maybe you smile because you know you have that strength within you. You're fighting your fight. Whatever your fight is, remind yourself that you are strong enough to get past it. All of these obstacles in life are just things that we can get over, right? We can find our way. We can find our focus. We can get past it. Remind yourself that you are that strong warrior fighting that fight. On the inhale, flip the front palm. Reach all the way to the back of the room. Find that reverse warrior. Let your heart shine up to the sky. Knee is still over the ankle. Find that beautiful marriage between being grounded and being lifted, yeah? Very nice. On the inhale, rise back up to warrior two. Nice, strong warrior you are. Flip that back palm, reach to the front or the sky. Your choice, extended side angle. Good. Stay lifted through the heart here. Even if you're placing your forearm on your thigh, try not to lean too much into it. Stay lifted through the side body. Breathe. Let your gaze come up. Good. Very nice. Inhale to rise back up to warrior two. Nice and strong. Good. Take a breath here. And then flip both palms. On the inhale, we'll rise, the hands up above us. Gaze comes up, bend, straighten through that bent knee. Exhale to bend. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to bend. Really focusing on the breath here. Let it come all around you. Let that energy arrive. Inhale, nice and big. Exhale to bend. Very nice. And then flip the front palm, reach all the way to the back of your room. Nice and strong. Exhale to cartwheel the hands down to your mat. Take your flow on your own time, on your own breath, on your own intention. Good. Reminding yourself that the transitions are just as important as getting to the destination. That's in life too. The journey is always just as important as our actual destination. Good. So we're just going to walk our feet to our hands at the top of our mat, coming into a forward fold. Going to face you. Make sure everyone is still okay. So coming into your forward fold, allow yourself to drape and hang. The feet are about shoulder width apart. Everyone's looking good. Everyone can still hear me, hopefully. Someone, yes, I got a thumbs up. Thank you. That's all I needed. Very good. I like to check in on you all, make sure things are still moving and working good. Good. Very nice. So coming into our forward fold, feet are about shoulder width apart. We're going to take our peace fingers and wrap them around the big toes. So coming into yogi toe lock. So those peace fingers wrap around the big toes. The elbows go to the sides of our room. You can bend through your knees as much as you need to here. Allow your head and neck to drape, shaking yes and no. Breathing all of your energy into your lower back. Good. Option to stay just where you are, or option to let your gaze and your heart shine forward. Exhale, forward, fold. Inhale, gaze and heart shine forward. Exhale, forward, fold. Beautiful. We're gonna start to bring our hands out of our feet and then let our feet come about to the center of our mat, big toes touching slightly, so feet are coming together. And when you're ready, we're gonna rise with our hearts always. Inhale to rise with your heart, coming into chair pose. So you wanna sit down into your chair. It's not about getting low here, it's about finding the stability. So pick up all 10 toes off of the ground, place them back down to create that equal standing weight, Samasthiti. Bring the knees behind the toes slightly, engage your core, open your heart, let your gaze shine up. Take a nice big inhale, exhale, forward, fold, sway it out, let it go. Bend those knees, sway it out, let it all go. Beautiful. On the inhale, we're gonna sit back into our next chair pose. So find what works for you. Maybe you find this one to be a little more stable than the last. If not, see how you can make it more stable. So maybe it's just rising up a little bit more. Maybe it's engaging your core. Maybe it's just a shift in your gaze looking up. Remember to breathe, always. Bring the hands to heart center, lengthen the spine forward. We're gonna take our twist over to the right side. So you can either twist with the upper body, or you can twist going down a little bit, maybe bending at the waist and bringing that left elbow toward the right knee. I'm gonna twist from the top. You can choose what works for you. But remembering to breathe, maybe the arms blossom open. Find your breath. Woo! Sun is really getting me today. I hope you get some sun today as well. On the inhale, rising back to the front, unravel, and then exhale, forward fold. Allow yourself to drape and hang. Find that breath. And when you're ready, finding yourself back into your chair pose. So lift with the heart, rise with the heart, let your focus go up. Breathe. Hands come to heart center, lengthen the spine forward, take your twist to the left side. Remember, you can just twist the upper body if you wish, or you can choose to make it a deeper twist by bending at the waist. Whatever works for you, just commit to it, right? That's what this is all about. Just finding what works, committing to it, setting the intention, and going with it. Breathing in the moment. No pressure, no force, no strain, finding your breath. On the inhale, unraveling back to the front, exhale, forward fold, let it all go, sway it out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We've got one more chair pose, my good people. And if you do decide to take it, maybe you smile because it's the last one. If not, you can always rest too. On the inhale, we'll rise up to the strongest, mightiest chair pose we've taken all day today. Good. Maybe you smile because you're so happy it's the last one. We'll bring our hands to heart center. Option to stay here or option to place all of your weight on the balls of the feet. So rising the heels off slightly. Exhale to lower. Inhale to rise those heels. Exhale to lower. And then maybe one more. This time you stay up there. Maybe. Finding that stability through the ankles. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, we'll start to lower all the way down. Catch yourself at the bottom. Very good. We're going to transition our way to yogi squat. So allowing your feet to come about as far as you can with the heels down. So it's more important to have the heels down than it is to be able to get into this, just finding what works. See, my heels are up here. So you really want to adjust your stance so that you can get the heels down. I'll tell you, it's not my favorite one. So maybe finding a way that's going to work for you. I like to rock back and forth. If this is comfortable for you and your hips are nice and open, feel free to stay here breathing. Maybe you close the eyes for a moment. Finding that breath. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, let it go. Good. We'll place our hands down in front of us. Maybe rocking back and forth, kind of transitioning the weight into the hands. If this feels good for you, maybe continue a little bit more and putting that weight into the hands. If not, feel free to stay where you are. That's fine too. I always like to encourage you to continue with your practice. So if you'd like to move into crow with balancing, arm balances, feel free to take a moment to do that for yourself. If not, rocking back and forth is more than enough. Every little bit is more than enough. And then finding our way back to yogi squat. Take a nice deep breath. Exhale, release. Hands come down in front of you. We'll start to straighten the legs. Bring the feet a little bit farther if you choose. A nice wide forward fold. But while you're in this nice wide forward fold, really pressing down through all four corners of the feet. So if you're leaning in your heels, see if you can bring that weight equally distributed through the feet. And then allow yourself to drape and hang here. Encouraging a little bit of play. Maybe creating a figure 8 through the hands. Allowing the upper body to be nice and loose and open. Option to stay here and hang out, or option to walk the hands over to the right side. Option to send your right hand up to the sky for a twist. Remember that those twists create the clarity within you. So allow yourself to take deep breaths in those twists. Beautiful, everyone. You're looking great. Exhale to come back down through the center. We'll walk our hands over to the opposite side, or you have the option to play around in the center there a little bit. Maybe you stay here, or maybe you send your left arm up and the gaze looks up for your twist. Reminding yourself to place all four corners of your feet into the earth, creating that weight. Good. Exhale to come back down through the center. We're going to bend through our knees and slightly turn our toes to the diagonal. So toes are slightly turned out, knees are bent. So we're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time up to goddess or horse, however you imagine it to be. We'll bring our arms out to cactus. So take a moment here to really align the body. So you want to think of your spine as building blocks here. So if your pelvis is sticking out in the back, which is very natural to do in this stance, see if you can bring it underneath you so that the alignment of the spine is nice and straight. And then relax the shoulders. We're going to open our hearts nice and big to the sky. Give that sun, that earth, some of your radiant light through your heart. Exhale to round through the back. Bring the chin into the chest, hands come in front of you. Inhale, open the heart nice and big. Exhale to round through the back. Inhale, spreading that light through your heart. Exhale to bend. Maybe take one or two more of these on your own pace, your choice. Allowing that breath to power you. Everyone's looking great. Good, good, good. Continue to breathe. And then take one more breath wherever you are. We'll bring our hands back down to the earth underneath us. We'll start to heel toe our feet back together. And then we're gently going to roll up through the spine, coming up to standing. Take your time as you roll all the way up to the top. Arms come above you. Exhale to come into heart center. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna move on into our balancing series section. Making sure that if you need maybe a chair or a wall to kind of guide you or kind of as a safety net, feel free to do that. Or you can just count on the good old core and balancing that you have within you. It's in there, just needs a little bit of encouraging, right? So we'll start with the tree pose just because I'm out in nature here and there are a lot of trees. So really placing all of your weight into your left foot. Sorry for some of this background noise here. Placing all of your weight into your left foot. We will take either a kickstand, so maybe placing the foot to the inside of the ankle or maybe the inside of the calf. Or if you like, you can come to the inside of your thigh. You just don't want to be on the knee. So no weight on the knee there. And then really rooting down through the feet. So finding that balance underneath you, that stability. Let the arms take an expression of choice. Continue to breathe here. So it's very natural for us to hold our breath in balance, right? Maybe a little wobble, a stumble. But if you create more breath around your balance, you'll actually find more stability. Take a nice deep inhale, exhale, step down, sway it out, let it go. Good. Getting ready for the other side. We'll place all of our weight into the right leg this time. So really pick up those feet and root them down into the earth, creating your roots for yourself. And then maybe you create that kickstand or just placing the leg wherever it feels best for you. Finding your balance, let your expression of choice come with the arms. Maybe you take a different one than the last time. Continuing to breathe, rooting down, yet rising up. Beautiful, very nice. Find that breath. Exhale, we'll step down, sway it out, let it go. Very good. We'll move on to our next balancing pose. Of course, if you wanted to, you could continue to do a tree pose again. Or if you choose, we'll place all of our weight into our left leg. Grab to the right knee, flex that foot. Now you can stay here if you wish, this is more than enough. Or maybe you open the knee out to the side, let the left arm come out. Good. Maybe you let your gaze go to that left hand, maybe. Remember, if you need to catch yourself, feel free to do so. And then we'll come our way back to the center. Give yourself a hug. A little gratitude goes a long way. Option to step down here if you want, or option to create kind of an opposition. So we're going to turn over toward our knee. So opening up the right shoulder, turning toward the knee, letting that opposite twist come into play. Breathe, find your stability. Catch yourself if you need to. And on the inhale, we're going to squeeze our knee back into our chest. Give yourself a hug. Exhale, step down. Sway it out, shake it out, let it go. Good. How's everyone doing? Thumbs up? All good? Yes, yes, yes. Very good. All right, getting on to the opposite foot. Placing all of our weight into the right foot this time. Grab to that left knee. This is more than enough. So if you want to stay here, go ahead. If you'd like to continue, send that knee out to the side. Take the right arm out. Maybe your gaze looks over that right arm. Breathing nice and tall, nice and stable. On the inhale, coming back to the center, give yourself a squeeze. And then maybe you turn, option to step down, of course, if you want. Then maybe you turn your left shoulder over toward your twist. Breathing deeply. Finding your breath. Give yourself a squeeze back at the center. Exhale, step down. Sway it out, let it go. Very nice. All right, on our inhale, we'll send our arms all the way up to the top. Let the gaze come up. Exhale as you dive down to the earth. Inhale to come halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to start to make our way down to our mats. So bend the knees, bring the knees down to your mat. If you haven't grabbed a swig of water, be sure to do that. I know I need that with the sun out here. So take the moment for yourself. And then we're going to come on to tabletop position. We're going to move on into our Let me just check, make sure everyone's okay. Thumbs up, are we good? Everyone's good? Awesome, awesome, yay, thank you. Very good, thanks for hanging in. All right, we are kind of in the home stretch here, so coming down onto our mats again, we made it back down to the earth. Very good, so we're gonna work on some of our hip opening poses, and I'm gonna give a few different options because, of course, as you probably know, everyone's hips open at different places. Doesn't make it right or wrong, it just means that you have maybe more or less flexibility in the hips, and we're trying to create openness in our bodies. So your choice on how you want to do this, I'll give 3 options and you just pick one and commit to it and stick with it. We're gonna come to tabletop position. Right leg is gonna step to the outside of the right hand for lizard lunge. My back knee is on the ground and my toe is tucked. You have the option of changing that if you want to bring the knee above, but the front leg is knee over the ankle here, and you'll be here for about 10 breaths, so you really want to find what works for you. You can continue to open up through the hip and kind of rock on the outside blade of the foot to create more space. That's option 1, lizard lunge. Option 2 is your pigeon. So you're going to send your right knee in between your hands, and then you're going to rock around a little bit to find that kind of sweet spot where your hips are square and yet still over top of your foot. You can play around with moving the foot around, finding the perfect place for you. Look back at the foot, make sure that foot is behind the hip, and then you can choose to lower down and hang out here. If none of that sounds good, you can come onto your back, take a figure 4. We'll cross the right leg across the left. You can stay here or you can grab to the back of the thigh. So those are the 3 options. Feel free to choose one and then stick with it. Okay, so we'll be here for about 10 breaths wherever you decide to choose. Lizard, pigeon, figure 4. I'm gonna stick with pigeon today. And we're gonna breathe it out, yeah? So taking nice deep breaths. If throughout this process here you are feeling like you're shaking or tightening up, feel free to readjust, come out of it, and find a comforting place. We're here to create comfort, not strain. So you don't want to be forcing yourself into anything. We don't force ourselves through anything in this life, so just find what works for you. Good, we'll take about 5 more breaths. And then gently starting to make your way out of this. So maybe coming out of it, making your way back to tabletop position, or just really finding where your body wants to go. I want to go to child's pose right now, so I'm going to follow my body. Take whatever you need. We're going to take a nice big inhale, exhale, let it go, and then we're going to start to make our transition to the other side. So maybe your other side is tighter than the other, maybe it's more open than the other. Maybe you want to choose a different pose to get into this time. If that's the case, feel free to take whichever 3 of those options works for you. I'm going to take lizard on this side. And committing to it, allowing your breath to power you wherever you go. Letting your breath be sent to the spaces that need that release. And committing to it. Good. Nice deep breaths. Nice and relaxing, nice refreshing. We'll take about 5 more here. So take your time, releasing. Good. Finding that breath. We'll gently start to make our way out of our hip opener wherever you are. Allow your body to kind of send you to that opposite pose that you need. We'll take a nice big cleansing breath wherever you are. And then we'll start to make our way back to tabletop position. Option to either come to tabletop or a plank. That's really your choice. And we're going to take a nice big inhale at the top. Exhale to lower all the way down to our mats with our bellies nice and flat on our mats. We're going to bring our palms down. So hands come down by your hips. Turn your palms to the the floor. And then if it feels good for you, we're gonna bring our chin or our forehead to our mat. And on the inhale, we're gonna rise our hearts off of our mats, maybe just a little bit. Really take it to where it's comfortable for you. No strain, no force. Maybe the toes come off of your mat, maybe the knees. Breathe deeply in your locust pose. Take a nice big inhale at the top, exhale to lower all the way down. Turn your cheek for a rest. Heading for our second locust pose. On the inhale, rise your heart off of your mat. Maybe you choose to take a different expression here, different variation. Maybe clasping the hands at the lower back. Breathe. Find your breath wherever you are. Take a nice big inhale at the top. Exhale, lower down. Turn your cheek for a rest. Good. We'll windshield wiper the legs behind us. Nice and gentle. And then with the most nurturing and kind and compassionate energy that you have within you, we're gonna make our way onto our backs. So really make this transition as though you're moving through water. Allow it to be easy for yourself. You always want to make things easier for yourself, right? So finding your way onto your back as gently as you can. We're gonna place our feet into the earth. So letting the knees go up to the sky, hands come to your mat, heels come toward the sit bones. And we're gonna take bridge twice. So feeling free to take any variations that you wish. On the inhale, we'll rise our hips off of our mat, maybe just a little bit this time. Finding what works for you. Continuing to breathe in this inversion. So many don't think of this pose as an inversion because you're not doing a headstand, I don't know, but your heart is at a lower place than the rest of your body, so it creates that energy. Taking the time to breathe here. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down one vertebrae at a time. We're gonna take this one more time. Option to take any variations. Maybe you clasp the hands at the lower back. Maybe you rise to the balls of the feet. Whatever works for you. Just committing to it. On the inhale, rise the hips off of your mat. Breathe. Maybe you take that variation, maybe not. All or nothing, your choice. Breathing deeply. Take a nice big inhale. Exhale, start to lower one vertebrae at a time all the way down to your mat. Very good. We're going to squeeze our knees into our chest, rocking side to side. Very nice. And then we'll place our feet back down onto the ground. Let the knees go up to the sky. We'll take some twists here. So take your right leg, cross it across your left like you're sitting in a chair. Option to stay here, or option to send your right knee across your center line to the left side. So crossing that right knee across the center line to the left for a twist. Adjusting the hips at the bottom. And then maybe you melt your right shoulder into the earth, creating more of a twist. Breathing deeply as you create that clarity. As you wring yourself out. Nice deep breaths. Very good. Finding the breath. On the inhale, we'll make our way back onto our backs nice and flat. Maybe you squeeze the knees into the chest again. Breathing. And then place the feet back down onto the earth underneath you. Left leg crosses across the right this time. And then send your left knee across your center line to the right side. That's it. Good. So left knee goes across the center line to the right. And then maybe you draw that left shoulder into the earth for your twist. Maybe the gaze looks over that left shoulder. Breathe. Finding nice deep breaths. Maybe you feel your back cracking a little bit. Mine just did. But allowing this twist to soothe your body, to bring you out. Nice and gentle. Finding that breath. On the inhale, coming back through to the center. Squeeze the knees into the chest. And then take any last bits of movement that you need. So maybe sending your feet up to the sky. Maybe moving around, just rocking or rolling on your mat. Whatever you need to do. Just the last few bits of movements that are speaking to you. Maybe just stretching the legs. And then we'll bring ourselves into a nice little ball of energy that you are, a nice little seed of goodness. Bring your chin into your chest, move your face around, little face yoga. No one's watching you, so move that face around. Maybe you smile. And then give yourself a nice big squeeze, a nice big hug. Give yourself that gratitude. Take a nice deep breath in, hold it. Exhale, start to make your way to your Shavasana, your final resting pose. So allowing yourself to come down onto your mat. Let your legs come all the way down on your mat. Let your arms come all the way out as you lie nice and flat. Creating this final resting pose for yourself. Allowing yourself to lie here for just a few moments as you reap the benefits of your practice. Take a nice deep breath in. If there's anything else you're holding on to in your final resting pose, breathe it in. And on the exhale, let it all go as you lie nice and flat, heart up to the sky, body onto the earth, and relax. 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 I release any unrest and replace it with peace. I release any unrest and replace it with peace. I release any unrest and replace it with peace. Allow your breath to deepen. Allow your fingertips and toes to move. Give yourself a nice big hug, a nice big embrace. Give yourself that gratitude for showing up today, for honoring your wellness, for honoring your energy, for honoring your peace, and for sharing all of that with us today. Gently starting to make your way back to a seated position so that we can come together and end our practice. Take a nice big inhale, let the arms come up all the way up. Exhale to come into heart center. Inhale nice and big. Exhale into heart center. And once more, really creating this nice aura of positive energy around yourself. And letting all of that gratitude come back to within. Allow love and gratitude to carry you wherever you go. Bring the thumbs to the third eye. Continuing to progress each and every day. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. I thank you all so much for sharing your practice with me today, for taking the time to really honor yourself, and for really participating and being part of our donation class today. Thank you, William Way LGBTQ Community Center, for shedding the light, for bringing that community into all of this, and we really appreciate you. Thank you, Sue, for being here and presenting today. If there's anything else you'd like to say about how people can continue to donate, can continue to stay involved, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, again, check out our website, waygay.org. We are helping LGBTQ seniors with food needs. We're helping we provide peer counseling to LGBTQ youth as well as young adults. This time is very, there's a lot of anger, and certainly yoga was such a great way to just take a step back and really realize how far we have come and how blessed we are to have amazing folks around us. And again, to support our people of color, our Black Lives Matter, Black trans lives matter, and really helping to share that message through every person that we interact with. So again, lots of board members who joined us today. Thanks everyone. Thanks to the staff. We're working very hard to ensure that we're able to provide services and programming. So we're very grateful for them also, as well as you, Leanne. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Leanne.
So much for being here, and everyone make sure you check out waygay.org. Also, thank you for all of my yoga community. Continue to tune in on Sundays for donation yoga. We change our donation cause every single week. So I hope to see you again, and thanks again to William Way for being here today. Hope
Thanks, everyone.
Wonderful day. Thank you so much. Goodbye. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for all your donations. Thank you. Thank you, Leanne.
Thanks, Leanne. Great as always.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
All right, take care.
Thank you.
Thanks, Leanne.
Thank you.